Well, you guys have got a good look at all the babies so far, haven't you? Except for the Ontario bred. You even got a quarter mile of them in a video the other day, and most of them looked very, very good. So let's run through all the babies. Again, we're going to start with Ale Sun. Man, oh man, my first drive back from smashing into the track. And Ale Sun gave me quite the ride. What a beautiful filly. Don't kid yourself. She just kind of went to sleep when she cleared off the lead coming out of the turn, and Globetrotting coming with a full head of steam picked her off. But Ale Sun, man, oh man, we're going to have some fun with this filly. What a beautiful filly. And Teros is back jogging now full time. I watched him jog 2 miles on Saturday. Sound as a dollar and looks great. Very happy to see that. We'll probably re-ultrasound that leg at some point over the next month. There's no point really getting too concerned. It's staying cold. It's staying good. It's healing up well. I assume the ultrasound will only confirm what we're seeing with our eyes, is that he is well on his way to being mended. Arctic Force is in to go at Yonkers. First lifetime start. New York Sire Stakes, post 7 on Thursday night. You kind of got to go out of there, right? You know, he's pretty sure-footed. He can dance out of there pretty hard. And there's got to be some people a little tentative coming out of the gate. This guy's battle ready. I don't know what Daniel Dubé is going to do. I'm certainly not going to talk to him beforehand. But I suspect, you know, you're in a stake race. You're racing for money. I don't even know what the purse is. But you're not going to win from the 7 hole. I know my brother Mark's got a horse that they talk very, very highly about. He's got like the 4 hole in there. So I guess we're going to have to see what takes place with Arctic Force, but we know he's a good colt, expecting big things from him. Beach Boutique is ready to go. Sylvain just asked for a couple little tweaks with her. We did them. She's going to be entered in to go this week. Beach Bum BB, she might race this week, but it's not going to be at Mohawk. We're going to find a soft spot for BB. I don't mind this filly. I think she's going to be okay. She's got a lot to prove, and she's going to need to prove it to me. Long year to do it. Bend Over. I'm going to check and see if he's qualified for the Ohio Sires. If he is, I'm just going to put him into race, I think. I know I didn't say that before, but I like this colt, and I think we can let his hobbles out now. Those quarter cracks have got another week of growing down. He's ready to go. I saw him train on Saturday. He looked awesome. Bend Over's ready to go. Bottle of Red, she's going to be racing in Monticello. Now, Scott told me it was a week from Monday. I thought it was the Saturday. I'm going to double check with him just to make sure. But Bottle of Red, definitely ready to go. She's a beautiful filly. Brush Cut's ready to go. Drew the rail at Yonkers. Arctic Force drew 7. This guy drew the rail. George Brennan driving him. He does brush his knees. So we're going to get a good look at what Brush Cut can do on a half-mile track, because he's going to race in one of the tighter ones on Thursday evening. Cabernet looks like $1 million for people that came. A couple of clients come and look at her on Saturday that own pieces of her. What a beautiful filly. She's coming back good. She is sharp as a tack and looks great on the track. Canadian Titan looked great schooling the other day. She's going to be in to qualify this week, as is Capistrano. She looked great. Cheatin' Dixie's ready to start training again. Gave her a couple weeks off. She'd been in 2.7. Maybe take her over to Mohawk and train her in 2.5 this week. But really happy with what I've seen from Cheatin' Dixie also. Classic Con, he's off for another 3 weeks, I think, 2.5 weeks. Another at least 2 weeks in the field. I know we said 2 weeks in the field, 2 weeks of jogging. I'm giving him 3 weeks in the field. Colt's got a long summer. I want to make sure he is good. Compass Rose DC is ready to go. She looked great schooling, qualifying, and qualifying again. Really looked good. Very happy with what I've seen from Compass Rose DC. Crazy Mission. Crazy Mission's doing his work. Say what you want about the little fella. He's going to be ready to go into the Buckeye Series at first asking. Don't Believe Me, Just Watch will be qualifying this week. Saturday, I guess, will be his first qualifier. Emerald Miss, I'm thinking of putting her in to go. If I can't find a good spot for her, she's just going straight to Ohio. But Emerald Miss certainly looked good. Trained awesome on Saturday again. Enjoying My Life, she's at least 1 week behind those horses. We may qualify her this week on Friday or whatnot. She's probably ready for a mile around 2.2, 2.3. And then after that, we'll go in 59 with her on the 29th or whatnot. But Enjoying My Life, ready to go. Enduring Strength, same thing. Going to qualify him. He's probably ready for a mile in 59 on Saturday, I think. So Enduring Strength should be ready to go. Excellent Nation qualified in 58. We had him to the vet the other day. He's all ready to rock. Fox Valley Shazam also was to the vet, found a few little spots with her. She's going to be qualifying on Friday. Forged and Fire, obviously he's off for quite a while, but he's starting to look great. Everything went as good as it could for Forged and Fire after his throat issue. So probably he's going to have another week in the field at the farm, and then another probably 2-3 weeks just in a big field just like this one would do. Wonder what Richard Moreau would do if he just woke up and Forged and Fire was in his field here. But he just needs to find a field of tall grass and leave him alone for a couple of months. But everything looks great on Forged and Fire's front. Frontier Cruise looked great, winning his schooler the other day, I think in 2 minutes, and looked good. Fusspot's going to qualify this week. Giddy Up Max is going to qualify. Globetrotting, she already qualified and looked awesome. I mentioned her the other day. She looked tremendous. Who else we got here? Gold Watch should probably come in the next 3 weeks, I guess. He'll be coming back out of the field. Havana, Unana, and Harness AM are both ready to rock. Harness AM is probably going to race next week in Georgia and then off to Pennsylvania. The same as Havana, Unana. We're going to probably race her next week somewhere, and then she'll be heading to Indiana. Hometown Boys, he'll be qualifying Saturday, I believe. I'll play it alone. Going to put him in to go into race. I have to double check, but I'm sure they've written a 2-year-old filly race on Friday, 2-year-old pace for colts on Thursday, I assume, and then they have a maiden written for trotter, 2-year-old trotters. I'll Play It Alone will be in to go hopefully this week. Inland Beach looked like a monster training here the other day. She's going to be qualifying, I assume, Friday for Inland Beach. Jailhouse Master, crappy mile in 2:4 on that cold day on Friday, but I'll probably opt. Maybe I'll race Jailhouse Master and not requalify him. Johan, I'm going to take him to Mohawk all week and work with Johan. He's close. We're going to have to make some equipment adjustments. A few little things we're going to change, but I think Johan will be ready to go right away. Just For Me and You looked great qualifying the other day. Knockdown Drago tops our list of 2-year-olds. She's probably going to race on Thursday or Friday if they actually card the 2-year-old trot. She'll be ready to race at that point. Libero Hanover is making our first 2-year-old of the year. Our first 2-year-old starter of 2019 is Libero Hanover. He's going to be racing tonight at Georgian Downs. And what else? Where are we at here? McPherson Thunder is schooling well. Won a mile 2-1 the other day. Marzank Hanover, a couple of weeks behind these other horses, but trained great on Saturday. Miss Brampton Beast, I told you I'd talk about her. She tied up a little bit when she schooled. Her AST, now no, that's not true. She was tied up at the schooler. She looks like she tied up 2 or 3 days before that by the blood work. Not bad, but definitely enough to throw her off kilter like it looked like she was the other day. So Miss Brampton Beast, she'll be at 100% going into Friday's qualifier, I believe. Miss Mischief Maker, another one, probably going to requalify her. Muscle Chrome, probably wait a week. I might school her Tuesday. Going to wait a week for old Cromer. She's coming so good and looks so good. You know, she's been in 2.6s. Maybe we'll qualify her. I don't know, go mile 2.3, 2.4. She's getting close. She needs she's a couple weeks behind these guys. Nancy Allison, likely going to school her on Tuesday. Need Your Opinion, she's going to qualify this week. Man, oh man, she looked good the other day qualifying. Olympic Hopeful makes another first-time starter for the stable tonight in Illinois. 5-horse field, and Olympic Hopeful's going to race. Overdue Mission, there's Philly, popped a quarter crack the other day in wouldn't break. Spent all winter on the run. Then she actually had an issue form that should have put her on the run, and she didn't break. Qualified well and looked good. So Overdue Mission looked good and is ready to go. Path of Totality. Now, she needed a lot of work the other day in the morning to get her qualified. I worked her and worked her and worked her and worked her. Finally, she got it through her head that it wasn't so bad. Maybe she'd do what she was asked. And at that point, she looked great. Very happy with what I saw from Path of Totality. Really Blue Chip. Going to school her Wednesday. Might be a little tight. Might be. We'll see. I'd like to get her over half because she's got Buffalo her first start. Hit her knee the other day. Never saw that filly strike her knee in her life. Come in with a bruise on one side and a cut on the bottom and a cut on the top of her knee. We took the weight back off of her immediately. Put knee boots on her. I jogged her today. I thought she looked good. And luckily her knee didn't blow up too bad. Rooney Blue Chip made a break. He blew up. Just wasn't ready. He wasn't ready to go 2 fast miles a week apart. And you could see the other day he just wasn't comfortable. Looked great 2 weeks ago in 2-1. Gonna rest him this week. Go to the vet. See if we can't get him under control. Rose Run Valiant. He was ready for a fast mile. I wish the weather had held off or held on, because he would have won a big mile on Friday. 2-2-1 in that weather. It was a big mile. Excuse me. Rose Run Versatile made a break. A lot going on with that break. The equipment, they shot her close to the race. I might requalify her, but there's nothing wrong with Rose Run Versatile. I like this filly. She's growing on me, and she looked good. Sebastian Ray, he's ready to rock this week in a qualifier. Sebastian Yu hopefully will be entered in to go with Knockdown Dragout. I assume they will not segregate that 2-year-old class. If it fills, they won't segregate it by sex. So if we're lucky, Sebastian Yu and Knockdown Dragout will be racing against one another this week in Mohawk. Sometimes things happen. I'm thinking maybe her and Harness AM will go to Georgian Downs next Sunday. That means I'm probably going to school them both on Tuesday. Probably going to school both those horses on Tuesday and get them tight for Sunday. Where else we have? Spirit of Dio. I'm going to go with her on Friday morning. See if we can't get her around. She's ready to go right now. Like, that filly can trot fast. Very fast. She just, again, got to get her head in the game. She's going to have a long morning on Friday, and I suspect that she'll qualify just fine. Sunshine and Shade, we lucked out. No ligament damage when he kicked through the wall and hurt his foot. We had the splint bone, the crack of the splint bone taken out. That will heal fine. His leg's starting to come down. He's starting to walk on it good. So that's great. All signs point to this colt making a return. We don't want to rush him back. So when that lag starts to come down, we'll start to slowly jog him, see if we can get the rest of the swelling out of that lag, and at that point, he'll be ready to start training back. Susie K, she looked awesome in her qualifier. Probably going to school her on Tuesday also, or maybe put her in to go at Grand River if the maiden trot's not too tough. Be a good start for Susie K, I think. Trafalgar looked good. She's going to be qualifying this week. Time I'll Dazzle. I said, James went there and said, gee, she's lazy. She doesn't want to do anything. And then Danny went with it the other day. I said, hey, wake this filly up. And he goes, yeah. I said, no. I want her on her toes for the entire mile. The entire mile. He got away 5th. She was charging on the end of it. Last quarter in 28 and a piece. And it's as good as I've ever seen her. Time I'll Dazzle looked awesome on in her schooling mile the other day. Time Al Kazam is coming. He seems to be back on the straight and narrow. We're probably going to take him over to Mohawk and train him in 210 this week. He's another 2-3 weeks behind everybody else, but he's coming. Yours If You Want It got qualified. Still got a little screw loose, but we'll get him ready to go for Ohio. Utopian went good in his schooler, as did Watch Av. Both these colts went in 2-1 apiece and 2-2. Looked good. Wiggle Delight flying on the end of it behind Need Your Opinion. She went a mile in 2 minutes and looked good doing it. Willpower Fashion made a break at the wire. Jody said, it's my fault. I said, I know it's your fault. How do you make a break 5 feet from the wire? Well, the hobbles. And anyway, he made a break, and we'll requalify him this week. And then Zeb Sunshine, a few weeks behind everybody else, but he's coming. He's not going to be ready to qualify. Probably going to miss the first stake race. But there's more than enough stake races for him all year in Ontario and otherwise. Zeb Sunshine's not going to miss a beat. He'll be ready to go soon enough. So that's all of them. That's all the horses. That's all the stables. That's an opening. You know as much as I do right now as far as everybody else. I'm hoping that Libero Hanover races well tonight, and also Olympic Hopeful. We'll have a couple more in this week, and then it is stake season 2019. So, big thing for me is to get as healed up as I can. I was very, very happy to hear that the physiotherapist say that he thought he could have me in racing shape. Obviously, to say I'm going to be anywhere near 100% is for anything other than quite a while would be a lie. But to be in racing shape, I'm not a pitcher. I just need to be in racing shape for July 1st, and he is confident. Graham, my new best friend Graham, is confident he can have me ready to go by July 1st. So that's everything. That's all your videos. I hope you guys had a great weekend. I'm going to go back and enjoy the party here at Richard Moreau's farm with Adriano Sorello. Congratulations to them with Jimmy Freight last night winning the Mohawk Gold Cup. Just a great night of racing all around. Happy for Scott Zeron with Captain Crunch and Nancy Johansson. And Atlanta, the owners of Atlanta, Yannick, that horse looked great. And then obviously Warwee Butte got picked off by the 3-horse, Andy McCarthy at the wire. Big racing, big night of racing. They all look great. And I was happy I was there. So, hope you guys had a great weekend also. Lots going on, lots coming up. Talk to you guys soon. Hoping for a good day at the qualifiers at Tuesday so I can be in Ohio Friday for Oso Pine. Talk to you guys soon. Take care.